It is hard to be patient sometimes, especially in the role of a caregiver, and on top of that, especially if you're working with somebody with dementia. So if it's a family member, a parent in fact, that has dementia, man, that's even more frustrating because you saw them when they were not dealing with this disease. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is how do you manage yourself and have a little more patience for somebody that has dementia, and recognize when you are getting frustrated. That way you can slow down and try to do your best to be patient. The first thing on the list is that you need to be educated about what dementia is, and I can't think of any other place to go that has as much good information for you as Alzheimer's Association online. So it's alz.org, and this is a nonprofit organization that really helps families. There's a lot of physical changes happening to your loved one's brain, and part of that is creating what all these different symptoms are that you're observing, like the forgetfulness or the unsteadiness on their feet. All these things are things that you need to learn about to get a better perspective on what's happening in their brain. Number two is the practice of empathy. So what is empathy? Empathy is really simply just putting yourselves in the shoes of the person that has dementia. I saw this fantastic video and I wish I could share it with you. I don't know where it's at, but 7 or 8 years ago I saw this video where they showed what life was like from a person in a skilled nursing facility that had dementia. And so they showed this person in a wheelchair, but you saw it from the perspective of the patient. Their vision was a little bit blurry. The sound was a little bit muffled. And when people were talking to them, they maybe understood maybe every third or fourth word. People were walking by them without recognizing them and saying hi to them or things like that. And all these things are here to kind of shine the mirror on us and make sure that we are taking our time, slowing down a bit. I think of how fast sometimes we're all going in the speed of our lives, and how slow we have to truly slow down, be very present, and help our loved one who has dementia, because it's easy to go too fast on them, and we've got to really consciously slow that engine down and just talk really, really slowly. All right. You're probably fast forwarding this video at this point. All right. So number 3, now I consider this a personal superpower of mine. All right. So I'm just going to come out with that. But I call this sitting in the pocket. All right. So, and I'm not even sure where I came up with this term, although the more I think of it, as like maybe it's a sports term of like a quarterback, right? When the quarterback hikes the ball, he has people blocking around them, and he sits back and he waits for the people to get open, and then he throws the ball to the person that's open. But you need to let the plays develop, right? Well, it's very similar to what happens when you're talking to somebody with dementia. Is you can see the wheels turning sometimes, right? And instead of, if a quarterback gets a lot of pressure, they run and they do something, they get out of the pocket, and then they don't have all the protection that they had while they were in the pocket. So what I try to do when I'm listening to people is I just try to stay calm, try to be a really good listener, take it really slow, and wait for them to finish whatever it is that they're talking about. Even if it doesn't make sense, I want them to try to just allow them to get it out of their brain, out of their mouth. And I go along with them. I want to laugh with them, or I want to agree with them, or I do understand what you're saying. And, you try to understand kind of the gist of what they're saying, even if even if you can't. Lastly, I would just say, don't be shy. Ask for help. Ask for help from family members. Ask for help from professionals like myself. That's my message for today. Be patient. Take your time. Don't overreact. And I wish you the best, and let me know if I can help.